Hello, my name is Shuttley, and welcome back to another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Rural Ultimate. And previous episode we managed to capture Dallas and the surroundings, and I think today we'll start pushing a bit further east. Probably not going to reach quite Mississippi, but we're going to probably try to get at least somewhere around there. But yeah, let's get the attack going over here. That should help quite a bit in advancing east. Now, of course, we don't have a massive amount of troops, so we will have some gaps in our front, most likely. Eventually, because it's a bloody long front to maintain here. All in all. Okay, that one needs to pull back already. I think even with the infantry support, it's going to be quite hairy to capture this. Although now that the garrisons are taking the damage, we should be fine. As long as the tanks can tank the damage for the infantry, then we shouldn't have a problem, because the infantry will have enough combat time to actually destroy all of them. It is indeed just a matter of time. We can get some support or reinforcement tanks in there, and we'll send in some infantry as well. You probably want to pull back now. And they're sending more planes, but that's not going to be a problem. Gather up the infantry there. We can repair these three. Got a bit more infantry over here, and I think we could actually gather them over here for an assault on the town, Weatherford. The garrisons are rather low still, but eventually we'll have a bit of garrison, so we don't need quite as many troops in here defending. We are still making money, actually, which is quite nice. I'm going to lower the domestic price of timber to 190% as well, just so that people can actually buy a bit more. Now I'm pretty sure that it's not only just the province that you lower the price that they'll then buy more. It's just spread out quite nicely. Okay, I would think we killed you already, but, or at least stopped you, but I guess not. There we go. Right, let's just stop on the road there. That should help a little bit. Get the infantry down there, then this infantry could be sent. I suppose I'll send it all the way here to attack Lufkin. Oh, that's a lot of submarine firing somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. Oh, hello. Here it is. That's a sea wolf. Sending some of the Zulus and Barnacles over there to have a bit better range, and we might be able to get some. No, it's going to be escaping. Shame. Well, these can be repaired here at least. Same for that one. Now, how is the goods situation? So military goods, we're still producing more than we use. The price has plummeted again, so we can't really sell that. Same for the industrial goods. Speaking of which, we should probably lower the production to about 20,000 tons. So that's going to save us a bit more once again. The consumer goods price has also plummeted. Well, dropped a little bit. I wouldn't say plummeted quite yet. And electricity price has increased. I'm still producing a little bit extra, but there's not massive profit margin in there. Then... oh, that's... yeah, that is uranium. Okay. Yeah, there's not much that we can sell, so you know what? I'll just start selling a bit less of the total. I'll try to keep the... well, the demand is still at 110%. So that we'll have a bit of extra to sell if need be. Then metal ore, the price has dropped a little bit. We have 110% of the demand right now as well over there. Coal, the price is still pretty high, so we can get a decent bit of profit from this. I'm going to actually increase the production to 75%. See if that brings us more profit or not. Not necessarily, to be fair. Although it might not be directly linked to that one. Right, how is the situation over here? So they've still got 2 units there. Have we got on supplies? Yes, we have, okay. So we can actually destroy that one. There we go. I reckon we could probably move in there. We got the infantry, let's move in the infantry up north. There's a lot of garrisons which we can bombard for the time being. Let's get some anti-aircraft guns further north. Also get the artillery down here to help keep the enemies at bay. Let's gather up the troops over there. Then we'll take out the city rock wall, or I suppose it's a small village according to this. But we'll take a rock wall nonetheless. Now, I wonder, do we have the troops to actually... Not necessarily fully, but we're going to start pushing a bit forward once again. Down here towards Mississippi. I mean, Orleans is going to be pretty far away still. We're going to need more troops. Oh, are we actually under... Yeah, we're being bombarded. Okay, let's pull back. I can't see the troops. Although, let's have a look. Can we spot them with the tanks? Because that would be quite handy. Okay, yeah, there's one mortar over there, there's infantry, and there's... Oh, and there's another artillery over there. Well, one option that we do... Oh, that's a military... Well, land production there. Okay, I have a plan. I have a cunning plan, in fact. We're going to take out that land production to stop them from being able to repair. Then we're going to attack from the north, or basically from the east. Destroy the artillery in the... or from the behind, basically, and you can start attacking forward. These need to rest for a little bit before they are ready to attack. But they will be ready soon enough. Let's entrench these over there. Now, I know that we won't be having supplies for very long here. That's only one tank there. Alright, let's move in the tanks. Also, you send in the infantry. That's going to be a lot of garrisons there. So we really need the infantry there to be able to deal the extra damage required. Also, you need to pull back already. I'm going to send you all the way back to be repaired in Houston. Another mechanized unit over there that we can send in if need be. Now, unfortunately, we can't really shoot down the planes all that much. Oh, and you need to pull back. Yeah, the mechanized units over here take a massive amount of damage. They're not really built for city assaults. Ooh, that's the Air Force arriving in mass. Okay, yeah, let's pull back more troops. Can we destroy the garrisons, though, is the question. Oh, no, we're going to lose that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to pull all the troops back. That's not going to work. That's way too many planes there. I mean, we are shooting a few of them down every now and then. We lost 2 of the mechanized units already, and the third one is probably not that far off being destroyed because of the planes. Pull back, pull back. I suppose what I could do is I could send in the infantry over here to try to take out the village. We've got a fair bit extra infantry as well that we can move in once we destroy that. You guys should not be stopping, please. Now, the moment of truth is, can we actually push through there? You should probably pull back already. We'll send another elite force instead. Try to shuffle the troops around quickly enough so that we don't take too hefty casualties, because the... Well, let's be honest. Artillery and air force can be quite nasty. I don't want to have wounded units in the front line right now. You can go and get some repair in Houston. We'll send in another warrior elite in there. And here comes the Air Force. However, we're doing pretty good work here. Yep. One garrison remaining, no garrisons remaining. The mortar is the only thing that's remaining there now. Now, let's get in there. Actually, the warrior elite can go back to get some repairs. We've got one more warrior elite that we can send. That's going to be a lot of garrisons in Lake Charles, though. That's going to be a problem. You can get in there. You could probably get in there. Moving the infantry. How's the situation down here? We've got infantry that I can start attacking. Oh, nope, not there. Over there. Okay, Lake Charles. They are bringing more and more air force in the area, but now that we are in the city, we should be taking slightly less damage. From the air force, at least. Although, it doesn't mean that we don't need to send in troops to be repaired. Clearly. Now, let's have a look. Do we have troops? Right, we've got the ships over here. In fact, I wonder if we can use the ships to shoot down some of the planes. So that would be quite handy. Okay, the garrisons are going down. The problem is that we're not even touching the garrison guarding the artillery. Well, let's send you back. Are we out of... Oh, we're out of combat time. Okay, I think we need to pull back to Port Arthur then. We managed to push them back a little bit, and they do need to take some time to replenish their garrisons, during which time we should be able to resupply without too much issues. Now, how's the battles here? Oh, you need to go get some repairs, pal. Let's go ahead and send one of the elite forces down there. You can get in here. So Lufkin has been cleaned up from the enemy influence at least. Let's go ahead and check out where are they shooting from. First of all, just destroy the garrison in there. It looks like it might be from somewhere around there. Let's have a look. Okay, we attack the infantry there, and there we go, we found the artillery. Unfortunately, we don't really have the troops to actually push that town quite yet. Although, I suppose if we take these units, we'll gather them up a bit further away so that they won't be able to see them. And then we can rush in there to Longwy. Are we losing a tiny bit of money, but not too badly right now. Right, you need to go get some repairs. We haven't got any of the... Oh, we lost a unit. Oh, right, over here. Alright then. Well, that means that we have exactly 7. Ooh. Do we have... I suppose we got some tanks over here that we can start moving towards Denton. Still 4 garrisons there. It's not going to be easy. But we're not firepower. I think we can break them. Trying to move past. Okay, so that's mortars down there. I think they are getting them from somewhere around north, I suppose. And they're trying to move past down this way. Are you actually moving? You know what? Get the tanks in there so we can destroy the mortar, perhaps. Yes, good. Capture a spy from USA. That's not a surprise. Actually, no, you can get in there. I'm going to give you a few moments to replenish. Then I'm going to move you further north. Let's get these tanks to protect the flank. No, that is probably better. There we go. And you can get over there. You need reinforcements. Where exactly? China? Oh, you managed to push through there again. Well, you know what? Let's gather up the elite forces down here. Oh yeah, they're pushing through that gap. Do we have more troops down here? I reckon we do. We got a few tanks. I will send them down south. We should have a bit more troops down here. Yeah, we got another infantry. Let's go ahead and do another strike against the artillery and anti-aircraft guns down here. Mostly just trying to hold the front down here. For the time being, anyway. Well, that's a few dead at least. Then we can pull back. Right, so they got the village over there once again, and we haven't captured anything in there for ages. Right, well, how about we go to the village here in the central Sumatra, and then we'll clean up a little bit of the eastern coast, then we can return on the west coast. Although, actually, no, it's better to us complete this side, because there's not going to be any villages until much further south. So we'll start heading towards Palembang eventually, but that is going to be a long-term goal. Alright, let's gather up some troops there. Ooh, yeah, I'll take the tank from there as well. Just trying to hold the flank there. And how's the situation over here? We could probably attack with these two. You can get over there. Start protecting the flank a little bit. How is that? Okay, that combat is going fairly well. We destroyed the unit over there. So the Chinese are not really a problem. I mean, they've captured a bit more of Siberia. But there's not going to be a lot of supplies anyways nearby over there. So they're not really a problem. So we're still holding them back in certain areas there. Right, well, let's go back to America. That's going for repairs. Good. Let's send in the infantry to attack the next town in here. And getting to Tyler is going to be a problem. We don't have supplies in here. And it was Longyu that had the artillery. Right, well, you can get over here. You can start protecting the railway. You actually should probably go back and get some repairs done. Technically, with the infantry down here, we could take Sherman and Denison. I reckon that would actually be quite useful. I'm not going to be attacking towards the Canadian unit. If they don't attack me, I won't attack them. Alright, that one needs to go get some repairs. Send that one to get some repairs as well. We can move in here. Okay, they got a lot of units in there. How about we just take some of the tanks from there? These will just be guarding the flank, I suppose. Get some of the infantry back. With the tanks, we could probably do a strike to destroy a fair bit of the artillery there. It looks like they've been bringing in a lot of troops because they are already so spread out. We can't see most of them, but I reckon there's plenty of things to fire upon there. Let's go ahead and increase the healthcare rating a tiny bit again. Well, let's gather the tanks. Pretty sure that they've resupplied at least. We've been bombarded somewhere around here. Actually, multiple places. Charge! Well, let's go ahead and get rid of those artillery pieces. Now, the problem is still going to be their air force in here. There we go, that's a few more units destroyed. There's 2 artillery pieces in here. And here comes the air force. Alright, time to return. Do we have any land production areas down here that are not producing? I reckon all of them are producing right now. How about we switch the Warrior Elite from here? We can actually cancel that because it's just about started. Let's get more Patriots out. Because we really need more of those. I believe we have been building some of them somewhere. I just don't remember. I mean, I know that we were building some down here earlier. I don't... Yeah, no, not longer producing any. Because it's just such a long distance to get the troops in. Right, we completed a few advanced consumer goods factories earlier this month by the looks of it. So I don't think we are actually constructing all that much. No, we're not. But our production is pretty decent. Of course, the global price has dropped again a tiny bit. A little bit extra in military goods, which we are mostly selling by the looks of it. Then electricity, well, it's not too bad. I suppose if we were to lower the price a tiny bit, that might increase the consumption. And then we'll technically get a bit more from the domestic consumption than what we'll do from selling things abroad. Although the price markup is actually not that bad. We're at nice $35 there as the minimum price. And we could potentially increase this to like, hold on, we got about maybe 2.5 million megawatt hours per day. Okay, we got our... Oh, do these have the... Hold on a minute. Oh yes, these are brilliant. This is actually what I brought the ships in here for anyway. To shoot down the enemy airplanes. Or air force. Right, let's send some more troops to be repaired. These probably want to get some repairs as well. Okay, so the ships aren't doing actually all that much damage, but hey, they're at least shooting. And any attrition that we can have them take is good for us. I'm not entirely sure if Sulphur actually has any garrison right now. I reckon it probably has something like 2. Port Arthur slowly getting their garrison. You know what? We'll do a quick strike down here again. Check if we... Oh, right, yeah, no, they did capture that, but there might not be a garrison in there. Lake Charles is the one that we were fighting. Is there... That is a lake, so getting in there is going to be a bit of a problem, but we're going to start weakening the garrison in Lake Charles again. And now that we got the navy in here, I think we'll be able to keep the enemy ships at bay a bit better. not ships, planes. Especially since they just returned to their base, so most of them are not ready to return quite yet. It'll take a few moments. Are we good to go from here again? We've got full combat time, so yes, I would say that we are. Okay, Lake Charles garrisons are now about to fall. And here comes the Air Force. Luckily they're going after the infantry right now, although you definitely need to pull back. The garrisons are going down, which is quite handy. Get you down that way. Prices of agriculture too high, understandable. Let's get the artillery a little bit closer so we can also make sure that the anti-aircraft gun can actually fire a bit further away. Okay, these units need to attack the garrison now. Otherwise, it's going to be way too risky in long term. Wait, are they still bombarding our troops here? They might be. Oh, you need to pull back. Okay. Run, 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 run. You're gonna die. Especially if you don't know how to move. Now, I know that they stop because they are running out of supplies, but it's still very annoying when they stop mid-escape. But if you give them manual order, they will still keep going. Oh, come on, don't stop there. Okay, go get some repairs, you idiots. At least the Air Force is somewhat, well, pushed back there. Do we have any... Oh, right, we've got a lot more troops repaired now. The question is, where do we want to attack with these? We could push towards Oklahoma City, or there's Alexandria over here. I mean, I think going towards Where is the air base that they are flying from? Down here. Because taking that would actually be quite useful. I mean, I know that there's an airfield in Pensacola. I reckon they have a base somewhere. Not entirely sure where. I suppose it might be somewhere around here. But at least if we could get to Pensacola, that would give us the airfield, so the enemy would not be able to do anything about that. I think we just need to get some more troops in here to push the enemies further away. And then we can start mostly protecting the crossings, or the intersections in the railway and all that sort of stuff. Well, at least we pushed those back. Now, we got the infantry over here. We should probably be able to push in a little bit. Are these still out of combat time? Mostly. Okay, recapture some of that. You need to go get some repairs. You actually survived, though, which is quite impressive. I've been bombarded pretty hard here. How is the combat time now? 6 out of 8. Okay, let's try again. Infantry is holding the line, so that's good. While the tanks will need to destroy the enemy artillery one by one. Now I actually wonder, I kind of want to spy on what the USA has. So they have still plenty of agriculture. Got quite a bit of rubber still. I reckon they have a lot of synthetic production. They have plenty of timber and petroleum, coal, metal ore. They're actually not producing quite as much as they need, but it's probably because of the price. Uranium, they have a tiny bit, they're not producing much. They got plenty of electricity. Consumer goods, they have plenty. Industrial goods, and okay, so they got still fairly strong economy, although they don't have a massive amount of cash. Which means that they probably just have the production costs so high that they are not producing most of the things. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a quick try, and then I'm gonna have to pull back the troops. Probably need to pull back already, actually. But with that, we are also out of time. So next episode, I'll probably, with the new reinforcements that we got, I'll reorganize them for an assault towards here. Maybe towards Alexandria. Or something like that. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.